Hey guys, so I'm here to do another book review because if I find that I sometimes just put making off some of these videos and then it just gets so much happening next week or in a couple of days, so I try and film at a pretty good rate so that there's not too much happening at one time. But again, another book review, and if you don't want to see another book review, I'm sorry. I wasn't even planning on doing a book review for this book until I finished it, and I was like, shit, I need to talk about it. So the book is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Oh my god, this was a crazy ride. I just want to dive right into the mime order right now, but I can't because I got some other things I gotta read first, but I'm hoping next month mime order will be a thing. But I really did like this book. Like, the first 100 pages were so confusing and so boring, I would say, because I didn't understand what was going on and the characters I wasn't connecting with them. But then once I got past that, it started to really hit me that this is amazing. Like, I understand what people are talking about now, and I feel like I'm gonna die and just... Warden! Oh my god. I had to film this out. It's like I just finished this about half an hour ago. I need to get my thoughts out. If I wait too long, I probably wouldn't have ended up filming this, but I'm just really excited to talk about this book, and there will be spoilers in this because it's very confusing, and I just have some, I feel like for me to be able to fully review this in my head, it's going to be a review for people who have already read the book, so I'm sorry about that, but let's get into it. From what I can gather, The Bone Season is about clairvoyance, and in the Psychon, if that's how you say it, in the Psychon world, or Psychon London, where Paige lives, who is the main character, they hate clairvoyance, and it's actually illegal to be a clairvoyant. So Paige lives in the underworld, and she does stuff and finds out information because she's a dream walker, and she can go into people's heads and find out stuff, and she pretty much her breathing is illegal. She has been a part of this underworld where it's really not a great place, gangs and shit happening. And then one day she gets discovered as being a clairvoyant, and she gets taken to this place called the Colony of Sheol 1. See, this shit, it's just all weird stuff. It's all called weird stuff. But she gets taken to this colony, and she finds out that the place where she lived, the London place that she lived in, they had been sending clairvoyants to this place, and each lot that gets sent to this place is called Bone Season. And it's just that these people who are called Remphies, and they're either angels, vampires, or a mix in between. They're these beings that turned up 200 years ago, and they've been using clairvoyance to fight these evil things called the Emans. Emans, I think that's how you say it. Emin. 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 Emit. I hate dystopians that have too much weird slang. That also added to the element of not understanding. But so clairvoyants would be sent here, and they get put through so much, and if they're seen as cowards or humans, they become slaves, and there's a real bad order. And the main person is Nashira, who is the main blood sovereign, and and Warden is the blood consort. You guys, I mean, if you've read this, you will hopefully understand what I'm saying. I don't want you watching this book review if you have not read this book, because it's good. You got to dive into it. You won't understand what's going on. But so Paige is sent here, and because she's a dream walker, Nashira really wants her and wants to kill her and make her an angel and a spirit, and just see, this is I can't even, guys. There is so much going on that I was just so confused. I started reading this and I was just like, okay, so we're in London and I don't understand what's going on, and then we're in this other place called Sheol 1, what used to be Oxford, and then we find out that there's weird demon things killing everyone, and then everyone's an angel, and all this shit's going on. I just didn't like that aspect. It was just so confusing that I'm still confused. I hope that they might do a big ass summary in the next book that might explain something. Maybe Warden will come in and be like, hey, just to let you know, this is everything that you need to know, and I'll be like, oh, okay. What? I can't even. I gotta stop talking about what even this world is about. I think it's just safe to just go with characters. I really loved Paige. She is such a strong and confident person, and she never backed down from a fight, and she actually knows how to fight, because living in the underworld, she got taught how to fight, and because she's part of the 7 Seal, and there's seven clairvoyants that are part of this gang group, and they dominate kind of the place, and she was the dream walker, the dreamer, like that she had a name, like a special name, and like they all had code names and everyone's all special and stuff. I just really like the aspect that she knew how to like use guns, she knew how to do fighting and climbing, and she knew how to run away from stuff, and she also had a very good sarcastic tongue to yell at the people superior to her. So she was a lot of fun. And I also like that she was a dream walker, which is like one of the rarest clairvoyancy you can get. Like there's like a table of clairvoyance, like it's in the mat, it's in here. Like this is like a page that explains the order of the clairvoyance, and she's right down here, which is order 7, which is jumpers, and she's a dream walker, so she can jump into people's like minds and like she can kill them just by disrupting their minds, and she can also control people and also send like make them hurt and stuff. So the thing with Paige's powers is she never really had it fully developed, so when she gets to this place she starts learning more about her power and learning how to fight better and learning really how to do a lot of things. So I like that we still got to have a mental development with her, not just having her badass. Like she still had stuff to learn, which is something I really liked about her character. My god, Warden! My new favourite thing ever. Oh my god. I loved him from the beginning. This is a trope I'm starting to see though, is a girl gets taken or something, like they get sent to this dude who seems like he's evil, but then it's like you instantly like, I don't even have to find the clues. I know they're gonna end up being some good person. It's just like such a common trope that you can't even see them as being a bad person. Like, but just saying, I have written stories with this aspect in them, saying that they hide and pretend they're bad and they're actually part of this thing and they're actually trying to fight for free. Like, it's just, it happens a lot. But the Bone Seasons is like, he's a one of the guys that live at the fucking, he's one of the guys that lives in I don't know. He is the blood consort and he's meant to marry Nashira. He's meant to marry Nashira, but he like fucking hates her, and he's one of the like magical beings that came 200 years ago. As I was saying with the Bone Seasons, is he's been wanting to get out of there. Like he's like a prisoner in his own world when he's like seen as someone who is a higher being, and he's not really. And like 20 years beforehand he tried to like start a rebellion and to get everyone out, and it failed, and quite a few of the higher beings tried to help the humans get out, and they became the scarred ones. And that was the thing, like I heard it mentioned and I'm like, bam, he's one of them obviously. And then we started seeing more and more of them coming through. And what I really liked about this is he was so devastated with how that turned out, because it was a human that like betrayed them and stopped it all from happening. So he was like, oh, stupid ass bitches. And he has been so like just broken from the aspect that it didn't work. So when he saw Paige, I've just loved knowing that he would have seen some hope in her, and he brought her in and he was nice to her. Like he still was the firm authority figure to like make sure, like he was trying to get her to trust him but not too much, and he helped her and he got her through things and he was finding out things about her. But that's just something I loved, is you saw him becoming attached to her and trusting her, and he gave her so much. And Paige never gave him up. Like she wanted to kill him, and there's so many times, and they even formed the golden bond because they saved each other 3 times over and they could feel each other. And like literally it was all coming together, and I just loved it so much when water, like, because there's a thing like they can't touch humans with their hands. It's just a rule. It's not like there's anything against it. It's just they have to wear gloves all the time. In the scene where like she's about to die because Nashira wants to take her power, and he just like grabs her and he starts kissing her, and I'm just like, yes, new ship alert. New ship alert. But it just makes me so happy that he would have been so scared and upset and freaking out that she might like give him up and do everything, but Paige did it. And I want their relationship to keep evolving, because we only got the one kiss, and at the end she's on the train with everyone and then he left, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Oh my god, this book, like the characters really made it for me. Like the plot was getting so hectic and I was so worried everyone gonna die, and then Liz died. Like I really did like Liz. Like she was a great character, and I hated it when they burnt her cards and she was in shell shock or spirit shock. I really liked Julian, who was another side character, and he was a lot of fun. Michael was another like adorable character. He just seemed like an adorable person to me because he couldn't talk and he's walking around being Wanda's little friend and he's finding out information. I'm like, oh, you look cute. But I just, this book was great, but it's just the confusion and there's just too much going on in the world. Like it could have been a lot simpler without all this crap going on, and it's just, no. Another character I did like was Nick, and I did see it come in that Paige was in love with him, but it's like nothing ever happened, and he is like 28 or something and she's 19. But I didn't expect it that he was in love with Zeke. I was like, what? Like, he was telling Paige, but how do you, like, he was like having a conversation with Paige, being like, how do you know if you are in love with someone? And Paige is like, God, like, she's freaking out because it's like she's in love with him. And it was so crazy when he's like, I love Zeke, and I was just like, yes! Diversity in this book, it's good, it's represented. I love it. I haven't seen anything more about it, but I was just so excited. Felt so bad for Paige though, when I loved it when Warden actually like saw this memory and he was talking to her about it. But another thing that I actually think is really crazy is that like humans and clairvoyants can't like have sex, because she just like, she was really upset. She just found a random guy and was gonna have like a one night stand, and she never had sex before. And as she was doing it, it started to really hurt her, and she was really worried. But you find out, like, this is something I really love, like, the comparison is that humans are like water and clairvoyants are like oil, and water and oil doesn't work together. And it was so good because she's like, what are you like, Warden? And he's like, I'm like fire. And it's like, oil and fire are gonna explode, yo! I was just like, oh my god, that was the best fucking line I've seen. It was so good. This is probably a really bad book review, guys. I'm sorry, my thoughts are all over the place because I'm still confused, but I just wanted to get them out there. But I did really like where this plot went. I'm really excited to see more with the mime order and to find out more, and I hope Warden comes back, because he's just like, if you never see me again, that means it's all good. But if I come back, it means it's going to shit. And I'm like, turn to shit, bring him back, bring him back, bring him into the world. They can be together. Maybe. They can't really be together because they're different species and different lives and everything's going wrong. Oh my god, it was great. It was really good. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this book review. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!